Hey everybody, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What is shaking on your Friday night? I hope you're having a good one. Hello, Joker. We got a lot of people in here. SG Fanboy, Aku, Doc Torn. Actually, it's just about all the people that are in here. So another real busting the doors off evening. And well, there's Karen Garvey. Okay, now we'll do a show. Karen Garvey and SG are here. We'll do a show. And the rest of you, Aku, the rest. Yeah, you're all fine people. Last night, hey, tonight, let me tell you about toilet paper. But last night, I did a bunch of research and did a whole bunch of pictures and stuff. And all through the pre-show and everything else, 3 people. I says to myself, do you really want to burn this toilet paper show on 3 people? Even if they're great people, it's just like, why bother? And so I didn't. And I've got some news. Oh, first of all, like, share, subscribe, retweet, algorithm, the almighty algorithm. Those are free things you can do, absolutely free, don't cost you a penny. We also have super chats if you'd like to do things that way, but please turn on your gifted memberships. And then there's also the Tom Gully Show store, because I called up Network Solutions and gave them the what for, because I didn't get a notification about that. And, a t-shirt, hat, shot glass, whatever you want. Rumple Trenchcoat got himself a frosted beer mug, which looked actually like a pretty good purchase to me. So people saying hi to each other. We do have the most cheerful chat room in the entire internet. And that's been verified by independent sources. Sharing is scaring. Yes, sorry, it's caring as well. Akko says he finally found a case of Dr. Pepper Strawberry and Cream, $8 a case. $8 a case. I'm paying $8 a 12-pack, champion. So consider yourself lucky. I'm drinking the Sprite Zero, which is not impressive, I might add. I got some business to cover. First thing is, there will not be a watch party Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern. I forgot that's the greatest spectacle in racing. I have a long-standing buddy of mine from Indiana. We do the whole thing. It's what it is. Instead, we will do that Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern for all of you who have a 3-day weekend for Memorial Day. 1 p.m. Monday. And I'm trying to figure out, and Aku says, boo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm trying to figure out what movie to watch. Now, The Terror of Tiny Town is pretty good. And I haven't looked up to see if I can find this. We got The Screaming Skull, Attack of the Giant Leeches. I thought about Reefer Madness, too, but I couldn't find a good copy of it. Teenagers from Outer Space. Plan 9 from Outer Space is in public domain, and I think that would be incredible. But I can't find a copy of it. There is one that I would like, The Brain That Wouldn't Die. We will eventually do if I can find a copy. But there's one I would like to watch. Rock. Where is it? Did I already pass it? I can't have passed it already. It's called My Man Godfrey. And it's a movie from the 30s, but it's really good. I kind of would like to watch My Man Godfrey. But and Aku mentioned one. He might have been Thing from Another World, but I think that's the original The Thing. That just smells like I'm going to get hammered. Lady Love, Beat the Devil is really good too. The Amazing Mr. X, Our Town, The Chase, Godzilla, Last Man. Where's my man Godfrey on this list? Ooh, My Favorite Brunette. Oh my God, my decision has been made. My Favorite Brunette. Oh, great googly moogly. A Bob Hope movie? Are you kidding me? Let me see if I can find that real quick on Internet Archive. this thing going to jack me again on this? Yeah, it is. I tell you what, some days I just can't win. I'm telling you. Some days I just can't win. Let me see if I can find a good copy of this. Because, and I'm just wanting to search, folks. Just wanting to search, and there's no search. Where's the search window? My favorite brunette. Let's see here. Nothing matched my search terms. That's bull. I can't believe it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here it is. Yeah, see, they tried to outsmart me, but you can't. All right, I'll have to stop this. Well, that's a colorized version of it. It's not going to go because that'll be copyrighted. What did I do that for? I'm so stupid. My favorite. Whoops. When they colorize it, it's transformational. And then, all right, let's see here. This one has 85 views. This one has, this is the one right here. Let me see if I can check the quality. I always check the quality for you folks. Are you going to just keep...
Private detective. Oh yeah. Yes.
Ooh, that looks like a pretty crappy copy to me. I guess let's try. Oh, this one says 512K, so maybe this one's better. Okay. You see here.
There he goes. Tony, close the gates. Both gates.
That doesn't look like the greatest one either. I don't know. But it is a copy. And I know I have a copy. So that's MP4. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. My favorite brunette. We'll be watching My Favorite Brunette on Monday. Yeah. Let's see. That's cool. Yay. I had this last Monday off. Hungus Mungus is here. Says hi. We have the most cheerful chat room on the internet. Let's see. The Golden Glove is pretty good if you like Twisted Sizzle. I don't know if it's public domain. See, I got it. Carol is my favorite brunette. Yes. Aku says, I'm sorry, I'm vacuuming the shop. Do you say I had an idea? Because there's a rare thing. And I know I said SG had an idea of a movie he would like to see. Sarah is my favorite brunette. Aku says that doesn't mean it won't be fun. Yes. Karen Garvey says, Joker, I know you're joking, but Carol Burnett is wonderful. And she is wonderful. She's quite wonderful. What time is it here? Okay, I suppose I can. Sorry, I had earbuds in all day. Didn't mean to stuttering John you. Okay, so let me tell you about toilet paper. Let me tell you about turlet paper, as my Indiana relatives would call it. There we go. I'm going to tell you about turlet paper. Before I do, though, SG Fanboy made his usual foray into the topic. There we go. That's funny. That's funny stuff there. There's little me. There's little me. She is. My aunt was her daughter in a TV show. Sweet woman. Hey now. Hey now. Yes. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Let's talk about turlet paper. Turlet paper, also known as toilet paper, sometimes toilet tissue, sometimes toilet roll, other times bathroom tissue. It is a tissue paper product primarily used to clean the anus and surrounding region of feces, also known as defecation, and to clean the external genitalia and perineal area of urine. Commonly supplied as a long strip perforated paper wrapped around a paperboard core for storage in a dispenser near a toilet. It's known as a toilet roll in Britain. That's right. Or a loo roll, you know. Yes. There are other uses for toilet paper. Yes. Can also be used for facial tissue, blowing the nose, wiping the eyes. And we'll get to some of the other uses. Now, the use of toilet paper has been recorded in China in the 6th century AD, with specifically manufactured toilet paper being mass-produced in the 14th century. Modern commercial toilet paper, however, the toilet paper you and I have come to know and love, originated in 1883 in the roll form. Now, although paper in general had been known as a wrapping and padding material in China since the 2nd century, the use of toilet paper dates back as early as, yes, the year 589. Yes. Yes. During the 14th century, it was recorded that what is now the Zhejiang alone, it's a province in China, 10 million packages of 1,000 to 10,000 sheets. It was originally made in sheets of toilet paper were manufactured annually during the Ming Dynasty. It was recorded in 1393 that an annual supply of 720,000 sheets of toilet paper, by the way, these were approximately 2 by 3 feet, were produced for the general use of the imperial court at the capital of Nanjing. From the records of the Imperial Bureau of Supplies that same year, it was also recorded that for the Hongwu Emperor's imperial family alone, there were 15,000 sheets of special soft fabric toilet paper made, and each sheet of toilet paper were perfumed. They were all perfume. I'm going to show you this for a second. You're not going to like this, but I'm going to leave it up there for a second. Elsewhere, wealthy people wipe themselves with wool, lace, or hemp, while less wealthy people used, their hand, or clean themselves with other various materials such as rags, wood shaving, leaves, grass, hay, stones, sand, moss, water, snow, ferns, plant husks, fruit skins, seashells, or corn cobs, depending upon the country and the weather condition and social custom. It sounds to me like people without money just use the nearest thing to them that they did not want to ever see again, but that's just my observation. In ancient Rome, a sponge on a stick was commonly used, and after its use, placed in a pail of vinegar, which actually doesn't sound like as bad as all those other things I just mentioned. Several Talmudic sources from the Talmud indicate ancient Jewish practice refer to use of small pebbles. They often carried them in a special bag, and also to use the dry grass and the smooth edges of broken pottery. Yeah. There's actually a book that was written in the 16th century by a French satirical writer that one of the main plots of the book was that the main character was investigating numerous, like dozens of ways of cleaning himself after defecating. And he did not hold in high regard the use of paper. Who with his foul tail with paper wipes shall at his rear end leave some chips or something like that. So the neck of a goose that is well downed provides an optimum cleaning mechanism. So you got to find a goose. It's got to be nearby. I don't know. Anyway, some of these names you're going to think are not true, but they are true. And this one is Joseph Gayetti. Yeah, Joseph Gayetti. And he's widely credited with being the inventor of modern commercially available toilet paper here in the United States. Now, Gayetti's paper was first introduced in 1857 and was available as late as the 1920s. Gayetti's medicated paper, and sometimes they were called therapeutic papers, was sold in packages of flat sheets watermarked with the inventor's name. Original advertisements for the product used the tagline, "The greatest necessity of the age, Gaetti's medicated paper for the water closet." So the things that I'm showing you right now are from Japan in the 4th century. And yes, they were anal cleaning sticks. Sticks. They used sticks. The Japanese. Here is a French example of the toilet paper that came in flattened sheets. You'd buy it in a little brick. If you've ever seen the movie, what is it? It's either, I think it's a Robert Duvall movie. It's a Western. And it's either Open Range or it's that, I'll tell you. No, You're Cool because your car sucks. Let's see here. I think that it's called The Trail of Something. It's got Thomas Hudson Church or whatever his name is. It's one of those two movies, and Robert Duvall's character asks him to bring back some therapeutic papers, which was seen as a little bit of a dainty dandy thing in the old Western times, but Robert Duvall's character didn't care. He knew a good thing when he saw it. Seth Wheeler of Albany, New York, obtained the earliest United States patents for toilet paper and dispensers, the types of which eventually were common for use here, and that happened in 1883. Toilet paper dispensed from rolls was popularized when the Scott Paper Company began marketing it in 1890. The manufacturing of this product had a long period of refinement. They made lots of adjustments, considering that as late as the 1930s, a selling point of the Northern Tissue Company was that their toilet paper was splinter-free, which I don't know about you, but I kind of demand out of a toilet paper. If my toilet paper has splinters, I'm going to check out another brand. The widespread adoption of flush toilets increased the use of toilet paper, as heavier paper was more prone to clog the darn thing, and nobody wants that. Softer, two-ply toilet paper was introduced in Britain in 1942 by St. Andrew Mills in Walthamstow. This became the famous Andrex toilet paper, two-ply. Well, moist toilet paper, called wet wipes, was first introduced in the United Kingdom by Andrex in the 1990s. It had been promoted as being a better method of cleaning than dry toilet paper after defecation, and maybe would be more appealing to ladies. It was promoted as a flushable product, but it had been implicated in the creation of fatbergs. Fatbergs is like a rock-like waste matter. It's a mass of rock-like in a sewer system. And they have a problem with that over in England. By 2016, some municipalities began education campaigns advising people not to flush used wet wipes. Now, let me tell you something about some of these. Remember when the toilet paper came out with lotion in it? I had a live-in girlfriend who just had to have the lotion kind. And I swear to you, when you use that, you never think you're done wiping because it's still not. You know what I mean? I would wipe until the paper came back red. The lotion, forget that. Don't ever do that. More than 7 billion rolls of toilet paper are sold every year in the United States, where an average of 23.6 rolls per capita are used. Now, in 1973, Johnny Carson joked on The Tonight Show about comments made by Wisconsin Congressman Harold B. Froelich about the possibility of a toilet paper shortage. Subsequently, consumers purchased abnormal amounts, causing an actual shortage in the United States for several months. There were shortages during the COVID thing, as you all know. In 2022, British toilet paper packaging started displaying the bowel cancer symptoms to raise awareness following campaigning from blogger and journalist Deborah James, who later died from the disease in June of 2022. At the time, half of all Britons could not name any of the main symptoms of bowel cancer. Andrex was the first brand to take the lead on the matter, and then various supermarkets said, we want to be involved with the bowel cancer thing too. We want to have a part of that. Now, you've heard Stuttering John say that he wipes himself with $100 bills. This is actually a toilet paper from Europe that has 50 euro bills on it. I'm sure it's just a joke. It's a vanity product. Toilet paper is available in several types of paper, a variety of patterns, decorations, textures, like the one you see before you. And it may be moistened or perfumed, although fragrances can sometimes cause problems for users that are allergic to, because then there's where you don't want it to be. The average measure of a modern roll of toilet paper is 3 5/16 inches wide, and 4 23/32 inches in diameter. And it weighs between 3 ounces and 6.9 ounces. An alternative method of packing the sheets uses interleaved sheets in boxes like Post-its or bulk use in dispensers. Hard single-ply paper has been used as well as soft multiply. Here's my philosophy on that. I get the Scott single-ply rolls, which last me forever. And my philosophy is this. If you like two-ply, you take the sheet of Scott paper, the toilet paper, and you double it up. If you like 4-ply, you see what I'm saying? You don't need 157 ply, is all I'm saying. The format of the individual sheets, which is it's created by the perforation line, varies. Germany, Holland, France, Poland, Switzerland, it's about the postcard size. So, in England, the usual format is somewhat wider. In Thailand, it's really extreme. It's crazy over there. Manufactured toilet sheet paper in the U.S., 4.5 inches by 4 inches. Short, sweet, to the point. But now, since 1999, the size of that sheet has been shrinking. Kimberly-Clark reduced the length of the sheet to 4.1 inches. Scott, in 2006, reduced the length of their product to 3.7 inches, and the width of the sheets was later reduced, giving a general sheet size of 3.7 by 4.1. Although you can still get the larger sizes, but you've got to special order them. You can't just get those off the rack, Yeah. Phrases like single roll, double roll, triple roll, jumbo roll, mega roll are commonly used in advertising, but that's just referring to the number of sheets per roll. There is absolutely no standardization of that. Toilet paper is manufactured usually from pulpwood trees, but sometimes made from sugar cane or byproducts of bamboo. Toilet papers vary massively in distinguishing characteristics like size, weight, roughness, softness, chemical residues, finger breakthrough resistance, which is really important, water absorption, you name it. The larger companies have very detailed scientific market surveys to determine which marketing sectors require or demand which of those technical qualities. Modern toilet paper may have a light coating of aloe or lotion. If you want to drive yourself crazy and feel like you haven't wiped it all, go right ahead. Quality is usually determined by the number of stacked sheets, the coarseness, and the durability. Low-grade institutional toilet paper is typically the lowest. 1 or 2 plies, coarse. Sometimes it's got small pieces of embedded, unbleached, or unpulped paper. It's called hard toilet paper. A brand disinfected with carbolic acid and was manufactured in Sheffield, United Kingdom, was created in 1981. Mid-grade 2-ply is somewhat textured to provide some softness and somewhat stronger. Premium toilet paper may have lotion and wax and has 2 to 4 piles, meaning plies, a very fine pulp paper. It's marked as luxury. It's luxury, and it could be quilted or rippled or perfumed or colored or patterned or medicated or treated with aloe or the tears of small children. I made that last one up. I'm sorry. I got bored. To advance the decomposition of the paper in septic tanks or drainage, the paper has used short fibers compared to other kinds of paper. And that's what makes it sort of easy to pull. In other countries, and you can get them here, but it's way more common in other countries. You can get them in colors, depending upon what you want to contrast with brown, I suppose. Pink, lavender, light blue, light green, purple, green, light yellow, so that they could complement their bathroom. And that was common in the United States, like around the 60s. Up until 2004, Scott was the one last remaining U.S. manufacturer to still produce beige, blue, and pink toilet paper, but they've stopped that altogether. So you want that stuff, you gotta import it from Europe. There's a lot of designs, there's a lot of motifs, things that are decorative on your toilet paper, like anything to do with softness or fluffiness, bears, cats, rabbits, down feathers, clouds, and then lightness as well is another one for reasons I don't know. But clouds, feathers, butterflies, flying birds, I don't go for that. That's not on my toilet paper. And the texture is a big deal. The cheapest toilet paper is like crepe paper. It's like butcher paper or whatever else. So we're going to get into a number of what I'll call controversial topics. And you guys will have to debate amongst yourself. But I've heard lots and lots of people online and off debate this very topic. And this will be controversial, okay? Does the toilet paper hang like this? Or does it hang like this? Now, I know you're wondering, how does Tom Gully hang his toilet paper? I hear you cry out in the darkness. Well, I'm going to tell you. This way right here is the way that I hang the toilet paper. I'm going to tell you why. There's 2 reasons. I feel like if you do it like this, that hanging part is closest to the toilet, so that anything that happens from a splash standpoint gets on the part you're just about to use. Now, you may say, even if you hang it like this, that splash is going to get on it. Yeah, I know, but I'm just maybe more OCD than you are. The second thing is, and this is actually a known thing, you should always close the lid of your toilet, which I don't know why it's not closed unless you're sitting on it, ever. And people say, well, I leave mine open. It's like, why do you think they put a lid on it? I do not flush my toilet unless the lid is down first. And here's why. It has been proven time and again. They've done studies. They've done scientific tests that flushing of the toilet creates this vortex of, why have that? And in that instance, also, if you're like this, this also makes it easier for small children, cats, you name it, to pull. I just don't want it in the way. So I do mine like that. I don't want a big hang tail piece of toilet paper hanging down in my bathroom. I want it tucked away against the wall. I got a lot of problems, really, mentally. Okay, so there's our first controversial issue. The second one is the recreational use of toilet paper, and there is a recreational use, and I'm going to bet that nearly everyone in the room has taken part in it, and that is the prank known as TPing, toilet papering, done by adolescents, and you throw rolls of toilet paper over cars, trees, houses, garden, causing the paper to unfurl and cover the property. At Ball State, they throw rolls of toilet paper on the court at some point for some reason. I don't recall them doing that when I was there. They may have, but I don't recall it. Cats and children, as I mentioned, may unroll an entire roll of toilet paper by spinning it until it completely unravels on the floor. Sometimes children play the game and it's easier to do. This game is easier to do if it's like this. Some may say you can't do it if it's like this, but it's easier to do like this, where you take the end of the toilet paper and then flush it and watch it unravel, that whole thing. Yeah. And you try to flush the entire roll down without the paper breaking. Special toilet paper insert holders with an oblong shape were invented to prevent continuous unrolling. So you can do that. Also, sometimes the center thing that holds the paper has air freshener in it and little vents. So, yeah. Other gags include custom toilet paper with jokes or stories or the image of a politician that you don't like or a school that you don't like. Alexander Balinkin and co-authors have studied the behavior of toilet paper under tensile stress and also during being wet and being burned. Toilet paper has been used in physics education to demonstrate the concepts of torque, moment of inertia, angular momentum, and the conservation of momentum and energy. So, thank you, toilet paper. One tree can produce 800 rolls of toilet paper, and about 83 million rolls are produced per day. And so there is a major concern on the part of environmentalists that toilet paper is very wasteful to the environment. And those are known as people you don't want to shake hands with for the obvious reasons. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all that I have to tell you about toilet paper. Other than I'd like to jam a roll down the throat of the person who thinks an open manifold makes his car sound cool, because it doesn't. It makes you sound like a hillbilly with a broken car. That's what it does. That's what it does. It's the only thing that it does. Chulio. I don't know what that means. Kim, no? What's the wolf? There's a reason they covered our toilet paper. There's like balsa wood and looks like it. Toilet paper yeah, you're right, Hungus. Akko says, I'll never forget when someone explained to me what a poop knife was. Well, yeah. Where were you on 9/11, and when did someone explain what a poop knife was? Those are the two. Jokerfish says to Karen Garvey, I have a picture somewhere of my aunt in the set with Carol and Jane Lynch. Jane and my aunt played sisters. Well, that's awesome. Doctrine says, does anybody else know how to use the 3 seashells other than for a game of Monty? No. The Wolf says, one of my neighbors in Palmer Hall was a Ball State singer. They performed at the Kremlin, and he smuggled some out. I do remember that Ball State singer guy, I think, because I lived in Palmer Hall. I can prove it. Because all you got to do is ask the Wolf. I lived 3 doors down, opposite side of the hall, I think. Hungus is laughing. Aku says, oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, retweet, please. Almighty algorithm. This show is going in the toilet for the algorithm in terms of views and watch. We're just going in the toilet, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not toilet paper. Oh, yeah. Super chats, yada, yada, and turn on your gifted memberships. There you go. Whoops. And, I got a bunch of business here. Watch party won't be on Sunday at 1 p.m. It'll be Monday at 1 p.m. We're probably going to watch My Favorite Brunette, which is hilarious. Unless I find something better. Who knows? And, the show is going to stay at 7 p.m. Eastern for the near future because the offices that were being built out for where I'm going to be actually having to go to a workplace instead of doing it from home like I am now. Air conditioning problems. So they pushed it back. And I don't know when it's going to be now. So we're staying at 7. Woohoo! Alpha Chi love. Oh, let's see here. He did it to deal with hunters and tourists who would trespass. Oh, buddy of mine's grandfather made a poison oak toilet seat for decorative useful outhouse. We never got him to admit to seeding poison ivy outside. He did it to keep them interlopers away. Aku says, how does a blind man know he's done wiping? Smell? Dupa says, toilet paper with splinters, poop knife, 3 seashells. What the heck am I learning tonight? Absolutely nothing if you're lucky. Doctrine says, Dupa, at least it's not corn husks. Yeah. You're either 3 or 5 square person, depending on ply, of course. Hey, man, I had a girlfriend. We were going through 15 rolls a week, and then I actually saw her use it, and she wrapped her hand up. She was like a burn victim. She was using a lot. Low-grade TP takes skin off as it cleans. Well, that's surgically the best way to do it. Aku says, I always have a spare roll in my truck in case I got caught short in public. Lately, there's been a big issue with needle cleaning and people getting dosed. Ow. Outside of spitballs. Oh, yeah, spitballs are good for that. SG says, TP roll goes over, not under. So you like that? Is that over? Because they're both over. They're just facing different directions. It's the same thing. It's just different directions. I'm pro-choice, of course. I have my preference, but I don't care if you exercise a different preference. Done a few decorations of housings like that. Yeah, I have to. Under is the right way. I don't even know what under means. When I was a kid, we would pee in the tank. That way when someone flushed, a bowl would still be yellow. And some people make number 2 in the tank. That's known as an upper decker. That's the slang term for that, is an upper decker. Some motors sound good, most don't. Well, you got that right. Oh my God, SG. 9/11, I was in school. They rolled in a TV so we could see it. Taste. I don't know what he's referring to there. Oh, that's how a blind man. Yeah, a blind man does it by taste, I suppose. So that's all the stuff about the stuff. So there you go. If memory serves, the patent for the show's it over. But the patent, people use all sorts of products different than the patent says. You know, the patent, that's just, upper decker. Yeah. Oh, if you really don't like somebody, do a number 2 upper decker right before like a fancy dinner party or something. Do that. Make your dookie business in the upper tank there, which, believe me, takes a little bit of a circus trapeze artist skill. SG Family says, I never did an upper decker. I'm not a monster. Phone lines are open at 972-994-6822. The Wolf says, I bet my friend Decker wouldn't like that. Well, it is upper decker. It's It's an upper decker. Let's see here. Super chats. Tom Gully Show webpage is back up and running. I should have recorded that conversation with Network Solutions. You guys would have loved it. Should have just done it on the phone. Yes, Aku, you are correct. I think Jim Florentine is probably the most famous purveyor of the upper decker. So the SG fanboy has so kindly gifted 5 memberships to the Tom Gully Show. I think we've got everybody but the Wolf here is a member, and the Wolf has a phone thing, or he's using a brand page. If you have a brand page like I do, you can't get free membership. So SG fanboy, thank you so much. Galumbo thanks you. Johnny thanks you, and of course Bullet Bra Tom Gully thanks you. All of them as a group, thank you. So it's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people conflate Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, with Veterans Day. It's not. As a matter of fact, a lot of veterans and other people, and I guess I'm one of them, when people say, I'm celebrating Memorial Day, not the thing you want to celebrate. You can enjoy it, but celebrate. It's not for people that got a Purple Heart. It's not for people that were in the military alone. It's for people who made the ultimate sacrifice and died to defend those freedoms that we all enjoy. So, Aku says, Meet the Creeps, I think, was the DVD name. The Wolf says, yes, I'm using my channel. Yeah, if you use your channel, you can't get a free membership. So, gifted membership, sorry. Same thing. Doc Torn says, I remember when I was 15 or 16, me and some friends crashed at a friend of a friend's place. Me and the 3 friends left an upper decker before we left. The Wolf is saying, by the way, happy early birthday. Yes, I'm having a birthday next week on Thursday. So, yep, getting older. Getting older every minute. Hopefully I don't look as old as I actually am. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. SG fanboy, see, now you're getting now I feel beholden. That is so generous. Thank you. SG, thank you so much. Thank you. SG, in our Twitter back and forth DMs, decide whether you want to give me your personal contact information, and I'm going to send you a bunch of Tom Gully Show swag because you deserve it. And go to the catalog there and tell me what you want, and I'll put something together for you. You've just been too kind. It says, he doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. I don't. Somebody better explain it to me. He is the man, as I've said. Well, I call him the living legend. But so, like, I once was forced to attempt to use a corn cob, and it didn't do that great of a job. Let me tell you. Really didn't. Just didn't. You know, the Wolf has known me for, oh my God, I've known the Wolf this August or September. I will have known the Wolf for 43 years. Now, is that right? I think that's right. So the Wolf will have to tell me if I've aged poorly or not poorly. I don't know. Terry Nee says, sorry I'm very late. Wife. Hey, man. Say no more. I love it how that's all you have to do is say wife. Terry, yesterday was your fault. No, it wasn't anybody's fault. I just got done doing a bunch of work, and then I busted my hump to put this toilet paper show together, and I thought, you know what? I'm tired. I really don't feel like doing the show. And there's times when I don't, and I do it anyway. And there were 3 people, and I just went, I wasn't mad at anybody. I just went, I'm not burning this show for a 3-person audience. And then somebody put on my YouTube page, crazy day in the Dabbleverse, Tom. And I'm like, sorry that I was working all day and didn't have time to take the pulse of the Dabbleverse. I'm not Dabbleverse. I'm Dabbleverse adjacent. So I don't know the goings on. And I can tell you something else. I can't listen to Perry Caravello for more than a third of a second. The screaming and the bellowing over nothing. Terry Nee's here. Now it's a party. Boom, chaka, waka, waka, boom, chaka, waka. Thursday, you feel even more tired. Yeah, this upcoming Thursday, I will. So, I just said, hey, you know what? The wolf says, you are the gringo giant, and that is all that matters. That sounds to me like he's saying, you've aged poorly. That's what that sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like. But who knows? I know I got to drop some weight. Ugh. And in that spirit, twice this week, I went to the barbecue place and got a half a pound of brisket for lunch. Something tells me I'm not going to lose a lot of weight eating a half a pound of brisket for lunch. But it is protein. Tomorrow I'm going to go look for that yerba. It's kind of a soda tea drink or whatever at the store and see if they have it. Get some energy going so I can start working out. Of course, today I'm wearing one of my many insanely expensive Arsenal jerseys. This is an actual, it's not a replica. It's what the players wear. Here, Fly Emirates. There you go. Yes. When I knew the wolf, I was really skinny, at first especially. And they made me eat a special diet and work out all the time. How many Arsenal shirts do you own? Ooh, good question, Karen Garvey. It's a good question. The answer to that question is not enough. No, see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. I have 9 Arsenal jerseys. I need to get some new ones. I like their yellow and black ones from this past season, so maybe I'll get that for my birthday. I don't know. I always got to get myself something extravagant and stupid for my birthday. It's something I would probably end up purchasing anyway, even though it's extravagant and stupid. But birthday is a great justification. It's a great justification. Now we know what to get Tom for his birthday. Yeah, you don't have to get me nothing. You don't have to give me nothing. I don't deserve anything. I've been a bad boy this Christmas. No. So, what do we got here? 13 minutes left in the big shoe. And I tolerate many. Arse and all. Oh, here's Doctrine says, my favorite team also wears yellow. Well, more a gold and black. Not soccer team. Because there's not a single soccer team I like that is gold and black. But that sounds like you're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers maybe. But if you're a fan of Wolverhampton Wanderers or the Columbus Crew, I hate both those teams. I hate them both. Well, unless there's a German team, is Borussia Dortmund maybe, I think is yellow. I think Rayo Vallecano is yellow. Anyway. Anyway. Is Valencia. I think Valencia is also yellow. Anyway. The Wolf says, I wish I could get you light up Arsenal hat, but I don't think they exist. Yeah. Oh, Doctrine says New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints. One of my very best friends is a big New Orleans Saints fan. And Ball Stater played there. Willie. Doggone it. I'm going to have to. It's a wide receiver for the Saints for a few years. For a few years, anyway. Doggone, what's his name? Let's see here. Ball State. Willie. Oh, come on. Wide receiver. There we go. Willie Snead the fourth. Willie Snead, Ball State. Willie Snead. We can celebrate that at least, yes. Willie DeWitt, no. Tom, Arsenal Jazz cap. No, I don't think so. No, thank you very much. My fandom has limits. SG Fanboy said, Lapping Films just came in. Who has the 2 thumbs up and is going to mirror polish some knife edges? This guy. Woohoo! Oh, lapping for knives. Yeah, man. Cool. Cool. That's awesome. My brother does that as well. So I'll figure out a movie, but I'm thinking it's going to be My Favorite Brunette, which has Peter Lorre and Lon Chaney in it, and of course Dorothy Lamour and Bob Hope. And I think Alan Ladd is in the very beginning of it. Pretty sure. Julian Zezer says, how can you tell someone makes knives? They never have hair on their left forearm. Well, you got that right. The Wolf says, I have a light-up Raiders hat, Rams, and got Dobie 2 Cowboy light-up hats. Yeah, you're big on the light-up hat. That one guy had one in his bar, didn't he? Didn't he put it in his bar? The Raider guy. But Connor's, whatever. Yeah, it's been a long week, folks. It's been a very long week, I tell you. It's going to be in the mid to upper 90s in Dallas this weekend. And I will be out all day on Sunday. I'll be outside. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. It's the big Charleston contest. So I hope you guys have a pleasant Memorial Day, even those of you in Canada. I don't think you guys celebrate Memorial Day when we do, or maybe you don't at all. I don't know. I know you got your own Thanksgiving. I just use phone book paper, Julian. Terry Nee says, take the rest of the night off, Tom. Thank you. Well, I'm going to watch Replayables, by the way. Replayables at 8 p.m. Eastern on your Libbyverse channel. The Wolf says, yes, Dan Connors did love the hat. I got him for Bull's Tavern. Akko says, I should have an early night. Latest I stayed this week was 2 a.m. I remember that night. We had Monday off. Okay. Well, we have this Monday off. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us. I would say probably most of us. No Replayables. Oh, that's right. They're going somewhere for Memorial Day. Yeah. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. We could start changing that to say goodnight, Dick, to be more like laughing. But Karen Garvey says, Lon Chaney was such a great actor. Well, it's Lon Chaney Jr., and he says they say Replayables is on tomorrow night. Okay. Replayables, I think it's canceled tonight. Nobody tells me anything. You know what the 2 great tragedies of my life are? Nobody listens to me and nobody tells me anything. Saturday. SG says, I have to work Monday. Boo. Daggone it. Oh, Shawnee is traveling. How dare he? How dare he? That eyebrowless freak. Anyway. Dupa says, we do tell you. Well, yeah, when I bring it up. Not in advance. When I really need it. Uh-oh. Getting a call here. Don't have much time left in the show, but... Hi, and welcome to the Tom Gully Show. You're on the air.
Hey, Tom. It's Doc Torn.
Hey, Doc Torn. How you doing? Thank you for calling. What's going on?
Well, I figure since Rev isn't on deck to make his normal call, I figured, I'd be the sacrificial first phone call. Hope it works and all that.
And it did. It absolutely did. You got a big Memorial Day planned?
No, I'm just gonna, get my altar set up and, say a prayer to the gods for, our fallen warriors and, just have a nice toast.
Yeah. What are you going to toast with?
Well, I have I have my mead horn. I still have plenty of mead left, so I was gonna have some of that. Just hail to the fallen.
Mead. Are you going to do it like over a hearth or some sort of burning wood?
No, that's gonna be outside. Altar is inside, so ain't gonna be none of that.
Gotcha.
Those are gonna be two separate things.
Will you sing wailing songs after that or something very...
Oh no, during.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, I don't know about wailing. There is a nice funeral song, but I'm still trying to find an English translation for it because, Icelandic, Norse. You ever try pronouncing that?
No, it'd be too hard. It'd be too hard. I thought maybe an old sailing shanty like "Fare thee well, you fine Spanish ladies."
I thought about it because I am the son of a sailor, but then it was like, I don't know. That kind of hits close to home because my mother, she just left out on deployment too.
Oh, well, but you're the son of a sailor. But are you like Jimmy Buffett?
I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Oh, because he's the son of a sailor.
Wow.
It's one of his best albums, is Son of a Sailor. But
I'm thinking myself here. I had no idea about that.
Yeah. Well,
Tell how young I am.
When you're old, you know these things when you're old. But anyway.
What are you talking about old there, Tom?
Yeah.
You ain't no more than 42.
Oh, man. Doc Torn, you're my favorite person right now. My favorite person. I'm so past 42. I would love to be 42 again. Oh, the things I would do. Pee standing up at 3 a.m, all sorts of crazy things. So anyway, well, hey man, I thank you for calling. I got to get out of here in 3 minutes. So.
Well, hey, thank you for having me, Tom.
Call anytime, please.
I will remember that if I can get to it before Reverend does.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure, and it was nice meeting you and nice talking to you, and love having you in the room.
Well, thank you very much, Tom. Y'all do take care now.
All right. You do the same, brother.
Later.
That was Doc Torn. Never heard from him before. So there he is. The Doc Torn. I'm going to close the phone lines because I don't think we're going to take another call for crying out loud. Too late. I was trying to convince Shawnee to travel with a cordless razor and take one of Chris's eyebrows. I don't think that would go over well. Julian Caesar says, every Amon Amarth song I listen to seems to feature a mead horn. He definitely had it coming, poor Shawnee. You could sing Back Home Again in Indiana. And it seems so good to see the weeping sycamore. Anyway. The new mown hay in all its fragrance, through the fields I used to roam. When I think about the moonlight on the Wabash, how I long for my Indiana home. But now that Jim Nabors doesn't sing it, who cares? Let's see, anybody can sing Barbie Girl. Doctrine, hey there, Barbie Girl. Terry Nee said, who had to read Beowulf, Old English? Man, Beowulf was a beating. In school, Terry? I did, said Just G Family. I think they gave us all that just to torture us. Aku says, in my 30s and I'm still waiting for this knee and back pain everyone whines about. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. And it's going to be taking names. Doc Karen Garvey says, I'm so glad I don't have to stand to pee. It's pretty underrated, Karen. Actually, sometimes it's pretty awesome, but you get to a point where you just... Doctor says, I hope my language wasn't too bad. I didn't notice any problems with your language. At all. Are you planning on doing a snake pit episode with Wolf someday? Oh, you betcha. Oh, you betcha. Yeah, maybe we should do that on my birthday. That'd be a great birthday episode for me on Thursday. Terry said, what a crooner. I'm so turned on. The Wolf says, not something to look forward to. It really isn't. Hey, man, and it doesn't happen gradually. Your eyesight, your stamina, all your metabolism, none of that happens gradually. It just boom, boom. Aku says, given the abuse I put myself through, it's hard to, I imagine it's going to hit all at once and mimic the Thanos snap. Yes, because it is inevitable. You can tell it you should have gone for the head, but it won't listen to you, man. Thank you for the gift, says Gene1313. Well, Gene, that's SG Fanboy. He's a generous lad. He's a good man. He's very talented. He made this AI of me. So you know he's a good guy. He made this one, which I dearly love. If I could just ask one more question. It's my boss. He likes me to tie up these loose ends. I noticed you normally use a coaster for your drink. But that night, there was condensation in a circle right next. Anyway. He also made me this guy, Johnny, from Night of the Living Dead. They're coming to get you, Barbara. We could discuss the Smurfmobile. We can discuss a lot of things about the snake pit. We can discuss how they closed it when corporate sponsors went, there's people over there burning tractor tires and making moonshine. Aku says, I imagine a head's hot wouldn't affect me. Nothing of value up there. Doctrine says, construction and farm working. My body is in trouble. That'll do it. That will do it. Division I sports. That'll do it too. Anyway, so Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm thinking my favorite brunette, and it is hilarious. It is hilarious. Unless I find something better, which we'll see. The Wolf says it was the babies in the mud puddles that really got to the corporate. The corporate sponsors just could not abide numerous, not just babies, naked or diapers filled with, babies in mud puddles. Crawling through mud puddles that had discarded needles in them. SG Fanboy says, I'll be 32 next month. Every time I take a step, my ankle pops. I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. So I hope to see a lot of you on Monday, 1 p.m. Watch party. Karen Garvey says, SG32? That's adorable. What I wouldn't give to be 32 again. What I wouldn't give for a one-day time machine. Me and the wolf could go back to Palmer Hall and then execute a reign of terror. Toby McGrovey says, Monday, 1 p.m. Yes, Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern will be the watch party. We'll watch a movie. I'll eat popcorn. Yes, she says, I'm old at heart. You're an old soul is what you are. Doctrine says 36 going to be 37 in a few months. Wow, this listenership is much younger than I thought it was. Terry Nee and the Wolf and I are doing our best to keep it AARP. Terry Nee says, Jesus, SG, I have a son who's 35. You had to kick me in the cannolis. I paraphrased. Anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely spectacular weekend, and I hope to see a lot of you here Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, when we do the watch party. So, sorry, Terry. I thought I was younger than everyone. Maybe you are. I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank you all for being here very, very much. Doctrine says this was fun. It was great having you call. SG Fanboy very generously donated 5 gifted memberships and very generously donated $50. And, man, the guy is just too nice to me. He's super nice to me. He's nicer than all the girls in Davidson Hall were to me the whole time I was there. As she says, I have to go drink my formula. Thanks, Tom. Thank you. And thanks for calling Doc Torn. Exactly, Karen Garvey. And thank you all. And the only thing left to say is, till next time, we'll see you next time.